graphics challenge where you can draw a house you can draw any type of object on your own. But today I'm going to show you how to draw a house or how to go about it. All right, so this is what we're actually attempting to draw here. We're going to attempt to draw a house with a roof and a door and maybe some grass and a sky and then a sun. So let's get started. So we're using the P5JS editor, and we're actually going to use the online version. So here we have got a canvas. So why don't we start off by trying to do a background. Let's do the grass. So let's get some green. So we have 0 red, all the green, and there we go. And wow, that is definitely some intense green. So why don't I actually try to tone it down just a little bit so it looks more like grass. Maybe 180. That kind of looks like grass there. All right, and we can go ahead and label these. So that's the grass. And now let's actually look at the sky. So we're going to do this by doing a fill with red, green, and all the blue. We're going to draw it, and we're going to draw it on the top. So let's do a rect starting at the top, and then since our width is 400, we'll do 400. And since we want to do maybe about half of it, we can do it like that. So now we have some sky, and now let's get our house. So for the base, why don't we do a red house? So we have red, green, and blue, all the red, no green, no blue. And let's do a rect. Let's just start it off at 0, 0, and maybe do a 200 by 200 house. See what that size looks like. That looks decent. So let's move it over. So for X, since our house is 200 and the whole screen is 400, that leaves 200 for either side. So to center it, we're going to need half of that, which gives us 100. And we can try 100, put it right in the center. Though, why don't we actually move it up just a little bit? So I'm going to move it to, let's say, 80. There we go. Next up, let's do the door. So for the door, we'll do black, and then rect. Let's start it, it's probably going to be close to the center. So we'll start at 100, and maybe another 100, and let's make it, I don't know, 40 and 60 at height, and see how that looks. Okay, might need a little bit bigger door. So if we make our door 50 width, and then let's say 70 in height, that's not bad. And then since it's 50, that is going to be, we want it to basically be in the middle. So since our width of the screen is 400, we subtract, we get 350 and take half of it. We take, let's see, 175 gives us the half. And then since our whole thing is going to be around 300, for the bottom of that is, so maybe it's 230. Nope, 220, 210. There we go. 210 looks good. All right. So now let's put a roof on here. So for the roof, we're just going to leave the fill black, and let's do a triangle. So triangle has 3 points. So the first point is going to be the top left of our house, which is going to be 80 by 80. 180. And then the next point is going to actually be 200 over, so 380. And the next point will be in between 100 and 300. So it's going to be 200. And then let's just make it a little smaller. Let's say 30 and see what that looks like. Not bad. We can even make it taller if we wanted. Or if we wanted to push this one down, we could make it 70. Oops, not 700. 70, I think, let's see, 50. That's not bad there. All right, now let's do a sun. So for the sun, let's do fill. I believe this is yellow. we'll get an ellipse. We'll see what it looks like. And it's just going to be right in the top left. Let's do 80 by 80. What does that look like? Not bad. Let's see if we make it a little bit bigger. 90 by 90. It's a decent sized sun up there. And then let's put some rays on it. So we're going to use a line, and we can start it around 100, maybe 10 down, and then let's make it 150 and 10 down. What does that look like? It is black, so let's actually make it the stroke to be yellow. And now we have just made everything in the entire, you can see the stroke is now yellow everywhere. So let's go back and let's actually do no stroke here. And that gives us no stroke. It fixes it. And let's actually make this stroke weight of 3. So I have some thicker rays there. That looks good. Let's move it back a little bit, maybe to 60. And then maybe not as long. So maybe just 90. A little longer, 100. And then let's put it down a little bit, so angles. All right, and then let's do 4 of these, 2, 3, 4. And we can probably do similar here and just put it down. And then this one, we'll put it down even further. Let's do 50 and 70. And then let's try moving it back a little bit so we can get it closer to the sun over here. So maybe 20. Whoa, too far. 30. Maybe 35. And then if we move this back a little bit, 90. 80. 75. There, that's not too bad. And then let's move this one in just a little bit. And then we can even move this back just a little bit. All right. And then why don't we do one more? So this one, we can move back even more, maybe 20, and then 60, maybe even 50, or 40, and we can push this down more. There we go. We can adjust this so we can actually get it to look just a little bit better. But again, this is kind of what you can do. You can just play with it until you get it to there. And there we have a house with a sun and a roof and everything else. So let's see how we did. Not too bad. Looks like that one's a little taller there. So we could actually go back and put it up a little bit if we wanted to. Make ours look a little bit taller like that. And we have sun and everything else. So not bad. I'll post the actual results of this if you want to try, but I definitely recommend you trying yours first. All right. Good luck on it.